The love that never really dies. Chapter 3. Xandra is here. Is it? Don't lie to me. Do you remember the last time when you tricked the teacher into ruining the computer so that the students could take a day off? Did you really do nothing bad this time? These teachers are pestering me. Ugh. How could mommy think badly of me? Am I really a troublemaker in her eyes? Last time, I only taught them to play a little game on the computer. Then, he changed the topic. Mommy, I'm hungry. Can we go home now? In the end, Sasha had no choice but to let him off. She bade the teachers goodbye and brought the little ones home. After they arrived home, Sasha busied herself in the kitchen to prepare dinner. However, before she was done, the hospital called. Dr. Nancy, the committee has agreed to let you take over the patient. Is it convenient for you to come back now? Now, the nurse replied helplessly over the phone. Yes. The patient's family member is here as well. She wishes to speak to you after she learned of the committee's decision. This type of patient and their family members were a headache. Perhaps it was a common trait of the rich to boss around as though they own the world. In the end, Sasha agreed to head back to the hospital. Matt, I need to go to the hospital now. Can you stay at home with Vivi and have dinner with her? Of course. Mommy. Don't worry. I will take good care of Vivian. Matteo behaved like a mature young man as he waved at his mom, reassuring her about them. Sasha left the house, knowing that she could leave Vivian in his hands. Unbeknownst to her, the two little ones sneaked into her study as soon as she left. Matt, what are you doing? Mommy asked us to have our dinner. Shush. Today, the principal showed me a photo of a boy who is transferring to our preschool. You know what? The boy and I look alike. I want to find out about him. Matteo climbed behind his mom's computer desk. Within minutes, he managed to hack into the principal's computer and retrieve the new student's information. Wow. Matt, is that you? Vivian gasped in shock the moment she saw the photo and information on their computer screen. Feeling confused, Matteo furrowed his brows while pointing at the screen. No. See. His name is Ian Hayes. Vivian's eyes grew wider. Ian Hayes. It's not you. But why does he look like you? Did mommy give birth to him too? Matteo suddenly recalled that there were times when their mother would take an unworn Onessie out of a small wooden chest, crying when she thought no one was around. At that instant, Matteo decided to check Ian out himself. He jotted down the address for Hilton Hotel from the address column of Ian's information. Half an hour later, at Clear Hospital. Dr. Nancy, you are here. Where's the patient's family? Sasha asked. The nurse kindly gave her a reminder. She's at Mr. Jackson's office. Dr. Nancy, you need to be careful. It seems like she's a bad-tempered person. Sasha returned her a grateful smile. Then, she changed into her white coat and put a mask on before heading to the director's office. Mr. Jackson, I'm Nancy. Come on in. Nancy, meet the patient's family member. Henry Jackson, the elderly director, was trying hard to communicate with the patient's family member, who was sitting opposite him. Beads of sweat were seen covering his forehead. Unfortunately, the patient's family member was a tough nut to crack. Upon hearing her voice, Henry immediately opened the door for Sasha and invited her into the office as if she was his lifeline. Sasha was slightly bewildered to see the director opening the door for her personally. Soon, she took notice of the person sitting on the sofa. Her eyes widened in disbelief upon seeing that woman who was sitting on a sofa. Mr. Jackson, is she the ones you've been telling me about, the best doctor in your hospital? Are you serious? The woman asked. She was a tall woman with brown wavy hair and exquisite makeup. The high-end branded dress she was wearing further accentuated her air of haughtiness. That woman was none other than Xandra Green. Sasha never thought Xandra would be the first amongst her old acquaintances whom she got to meet after 5 years. So, she's my patient. Her eyes, being the only semblance of emotion that could be seen on her face, grew icy in an instant upon the realization. 5 years ago, she entered into an arranged marriage with Sebastian. Since both the Wands and the Hayes had always been on friendly terms, the two families decided to arrange an engagement for the 5-year-old Sebastian with her, the newborn baby girl of the Wand family. Even though she had liked Sebastian since she was young, she never really took the arrangement seriously, thinking it was just a joke. It was only until the overnight destruction of the Wand family when Frederick brought up about the arranged engagement, asking her to marry into the Hayes family. Instead of scorning Sasha, he gave her a stable life by accepting her into the family. That was when she decided to fulfill the arranged marriage. Eventually, she married Sebastian to seek the family love that she lost. Like a moth to the flame, she never expected their marriage would end up being a tragedy. Mr. Jackson, I was wrong. What? I can't cure her illness. You should find another doctor to help her, Sasha said coldly. With that, she turned and left the office. Welcome to download Joyread app to read more chapters of the Love That Never Really Dies novel online.